Hello students, in this class I will start new chapter Thunder and Lightning. So firstly I am going to discuss introduction. Nature herself shows us one of the best examples of observing effects of static electricity, lightning. We are all familiar with lightning and thunder during the rainy season. Lightning is a bright flash of static electricity produced by a thunderstorm. What caused lightning and thunder was not known until the beginning of the 18th century. Benjamin Franklin, an American scientist, was the first to prove that in a thunderstorm, the clouds are electrically charged, which cause lightning and the thunder. Now, our topic is lightning and thunder. Now, first is what is lightning and thunder? Actually, clouds contain tiny crystals of ice and droplets of water which move against each other. This can cause huge amounts of charge to build up in clouds. Ordinarily, nothing happens due to this charge build-up because air does not conduct the charge from clouds. But when the accumulation of charge is great enough and the wind brings the clouds close together, the charge can jump from one cloud to another through the air. The sudden rush of electrical charge heats up the air to about 30,000 degrees centigrade, producing a bright glow of lightning. During this process, a huge amount of energy is released in the form of light and heat. So now, let us make a diagram of how a sudden rush of electric charges produce lightning. These are clouds. Due to friction, they become charged. Suppose it is negatively charged cloud and it is positively charged. When the accumulation of charge becomes great enough, the wind brings the cloud close together and the charge can jump from one cloud to another cloud. Like this. And due to these charges, when the electric charge heats up the air to about 30,000 degrees centigrade, this rapid expansion of air sends a disturbance in the form of vibration through the air, producing a loud sound, and this loud sound produced during lightning and it is called thunder. And here we can observe a flash of light like this. This is known as lightning. These are positively charged cloud and it is negatively charged cloud. Concentration of positive charge and this flash of light is known as lightning. Okay, so we can define as the lightning. Let us write the definition of lightning. A rapid flow of electric charges through the air between two oppositely charged clouds, seen as an intense spark of electricity in the sky, is called lightning. Definition. Okay, so this was the definition of lightning. Now, an electric discharge or lightning can occur not only between two clouds but also between a charged cloud and the earth. A cloud has the negative charge concentrated at the base and positive charge is concentrated at the upper region. When a charged cloud passes over a tall building or a tall tree, it induces an opposite charge on them. The negative charge at the base of the cloud pull the positive charges from the tall buildings upward at a tremendous speed. As soon as the negative and positive charges connect, a continuous path is formed from the cloud to tall building or a tree on the ground. Let us draw a diagram to show the lightning between charged cloud and the tall trees and buildings. Suppose it is cloud, and in the upper part it has positive charge, and in the lower part it has negative charge. And due to induction, suppose there are trees on the earth, due to induction, the opposite charge is induced on the surface of earth, because at the lower part of clouds there is negative charge. So when these negative and positive charges connect, a continuous path is formed between the cloud and the tree on the ground, like this. And the large amount of negative charges accumulated in the cloud rush down this path, give rise to an electric discharge in form of lightning strike. When electric charge flows between tremendously charged cloud and a tall building on the earth, we say lightning has struck in form of lightning strike. Okay, so let us name the figure. This is lightning, this is spark, which we can observe, and these are positively charged. These are trees, positively charged accumulated on trees, and this is cloud having the positive charge in upper part, and in lower part they have negative charge. Now next is harmful effects of lightning. A lightning strike generates a huge amount of electric charge. The lightning bolt has a temperature of about 30,000 degrees centigrade. It can cause the following effects. First effect is, it can cause fire. It can cause fire and shatter buildings, resulting in lot of destruction and damage to the property. Second, it can burn trees. Also cause forest fires. Third, it injures or sometimes even kills animals and people instantly. Injures animals or people. Next is beneficial effects of lightning. So, as we know, the atmospheric nitrogen cannot be taken directly by plants and animals. So, there are two benefits of lightning. First is, during lightning, the nitrogen and oxygen gases present in air react to form nitrogen oxide, which dissolve in the rainwater and mixes with the soil. These nitrogenous substances present in the soil are used by the plants as nutrients. This is a part of nitrogen cycle in nature. So it helps in nitrogen cycle. Second point, electric discharge during lightning result in the formation of ozone gas from oxygen gas. The ozone layer in the Earth's atmosphere absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiations coming from the sun and protects the living organism on the earth. So it helps in formation of ozone gas. Next is the time gap between seeing the lightning The thunder. Though lightning and thunder are produced together, the flash of lightning is seen much before the thunder is heard. The time gap between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder is due to the difference between the time taken by the light and the sound to travel from the source to the observer. The speed of light is very high, which is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. And the speed of sound in air under normal condition is very low in comparison with the light, which is 346 meter per second. So, because the speed of light is very high as compared to speed of sound, the flash of lightning is seen much before the thunder is heard. So that is the reason of time gap between seeing the lightning and hearing the thunder. Next is a lightning conductor. What is lightning conductor? Actually, it is the lightning conductor is a rod which is fixed on the top of tall building to protect them from damage due to the lightning. It consists a long lightning rod of iron or copper with a small number of sharp long pointed rods at the top end, which are known as spikes. These rods runs from the top to bottom along the outer wall of the tall building to be protected. Let us make a diagram and try to show all these terms. This is, suppose, a building. Okay, so here a rod having small sharp spikes. This rod is deeply buried in the earth's surface with copper plates. Why copper plates? Because we know copper is good conductor of electricity. Okay, so for providing the best path, conducting path for lightning, we use here copper plates, and these are spikes. So during lightning charge induced on spikes, and due to this rod it goes in earth. Okay, so these are spikes, and this is building, and these are at the end of copper rod. Here these are copper plates which we used for providing the best conducting path. So the lower end of the rod is connected to a metallic plate. Okay, so when lightning strikes, the lightning conductor provides an easy path for the charge to pass through the earth, thus protecting the building. In the absence of such lightning conductor, the current from the lightning will pass through the building, thereby causing a lot of damage to life and property. So lightning conductor is a safety device. Now next is safety measure to be taken during lightning. First is, do not lie flat on the ground. Second, if you are in the group of people, stay about 15 feet apart from each other. Third, if a car or a building is not nearby, do not take shelter under a tree. This is because trees provide a good conducting path for lightning. Next, come down from elevated place. Quickly come down from a hill, the summit of a mountain, or the rooftop of a building. Next, get as small as you can be by crouching your knees on the ground. Place your hands on your knees with your head between the hands. This position will make you the smallest target to be struck. Next, open vehicles like scooters, motorbikes, tractors, open cars, open fields do not protect us with lightning strikes. Next, if you are in forest, take shelter under shorter trees that are less likely to be a lightning strike. Next, stay away from all type of bodies of water. If you are boating or swimming, get to land and find shelter immediately. This is because water is an excellent conductor of electricity. Indoor safety measure. First, avoid using electrical appliances such as television, air conditioner, computer, etc. Do not take bath or shower during storms as water is an excellent conductor of electricity. Lightning can strike telephone cords, electrical wire and metal pipes during a thunderstorm. Contact with these objects should be avoided. It is safer to use mobile phones or cordless phones. Stay away from plumbing lines. Such pipes are generally made up of metal which provide a good conducting path for lightning bolt. So student, thank you. In next class, I will start new chapter.